Good evening, guys. So we're going to give you a little update on jelly, what happened yesterday with jelly. Now, like you can see from the bottom here, I got in at 1.78 mil, which was early to jelly, early. Now, when I first looked at it, I didn't know what it was when I first looked at it, right? I just opened up the coin. It had no socials, it had no website, it had no Telegram group, it had nothing. But it got shilled to me, so I just put in like my lowest amount, which is a 0.02. Like when I don't even care, like just throw it, whatever, because that's what I thought it was. I didn't even know it was nothing, right? And after that, you kind of know what happened, right? Anyone who's in the space knows what happened with jelly. It just went wild, right? It took a little sec after I bought it to start moving, but then it just suddenly started moving. So I was like, let me not get a 2x, let me get my 3x. It started going above that, and long story short, I sold when I got a 10x. So when it got to, so I got in at 178. I think I sold when it got to like 17 mil, something like that, something around there. I got a 10x. I just took out my initials plus a bit, I think, and then I ended up selling a lot more when it got to the 5 mil mark, because at this point there was no socials, no one knew what it was. Everyone was still trying to confirm what it was. This is like the 5 mil mark, and like if we zoom in around this time, yeah, it all looks obvious now on this huge 5 minute chart. But if we jump in here, right, it did some ups and downs, you see, before, right? So on any coin, right, with these cups with no socials, this 5 mil, this resistance at the 5 mil, it's a big deal. You think, okay, that's it, 5 million, it's done. Same with the 10, right? Look, it went up to this 10, just peaked it all the way back down to like 6. So you're thinking, yeah, it's a 10 million done coin, right? And pretty much that's when I ended up selling it out, most of it, around all of it. I sold out all of it at like the 10 mil mark. Let me have an even look what my yeah, it's one at 5, look, one at 7. Yeah, that's it. Not even 10. I couldn't even get filled, I think. It's the same old story. So, long story short, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. I ended up buying back in at 117. End up buying more at 141. At this point, before I bought this, I was like, I think I'd like 4x'd. No, what had I done? I can't remember, but I don't know. I was up like 20, 15, 20 bucks, like biggest waste man. I ended up buying back in, buying back in, buying back in. I think the most I did was about 0.3. And then, by this time, look, you can see my buys. By this time, it was getting to like, I had a late night, guys. I stayed up till like 1:30 in the morning, right? And then I was like, okay, am I going to stay up all night? I thought, nah. So I just ended up putting some stops in. Yeah, so I missed out on a generational play, is what I'm trying to say. I ended up with 38 bucks, so profit's profit. But this just opened my eyes, like how waste man I am for a start. Like how much I fumbled, like how I sold, cheated out for like measly, 12 bucks or something, and it was just like. I mean, I've not had any other plays that have gone quite this wild. What did I get? I was in Lucia. You remember that the Pope's coin, the Pope's mascot. I was in that from early. That went up to 100 and something mil over, and I was chipping away at that all the way up. What else? I done good on Winter Arc, but that wasn't a one nighter. This was a one nighter. This flew up from 11:35 p.m. 11:30 p.m. it started. By 1:30, it was peaking. Like a 3 hour coin, right? You miss it, you're done. Winter Arc took months to come up. Like it went down for ages. I forgot about my dust, and then someone showed it and it peaked. But yeah, so people were saying it was going to go to a bill. So when I went to sleep at 1:30 in the morning, I set my TP at a bill, right? Maybe with another one at like, well, what does that even look like? I don't remember setting that TP at 200. Maybe I set that this morning or something. I can't remember. But Yeah, guys have made, look, if you look at the top traders, some guy put like a grand in, sold for 1.65 million, like wild, wild. So yeah, Jelly Jelly, it deserves its own bid. Now it's kind of come out what it is, that it's legit, the dude behind it, yada yada. You know the story. Um, that's it, guys. So onwards and upwards.